had to have a lot of confidence in this product category to launch it. It's not an easy thing to launch a new product category that nobody is looking for to solve a problem that has never been solved before.
The following is brought to you by Thryv, the end-to-end client experience platform that helps you get the job, manage the job, and get credit.
Hey, this is Gordon Henry at Winning on Main Street, and this week we are fortunate to spend time with an incredible entrepreneur, Cyndi Bray. Welcome, Cyndi.
Hi, thank you.
So, brief intro on Cyndi. Cyndi Bray invented Wad-Free for bed sheets to help laundry doers everywhere fight the battle against the dreaded sheet wad. After commiserating with friends over the constant problem of sheets balling up, throwing the washing machine off balance, and requiring several goes through the dryer to actually dry, Cyndi tasked herself with solving the age-old, wasteful, and annoying problem. With no background in engineering, product development, or manufacturing, Cyndi taught herself a computer-aided design program to create the first ever Wad Preventer for the washing machine and dryer. She created different versions, sharing prototypes with family, friends, and strangers until she honed the perfect solution. So what a story.
Yes, thank you. It's been quite a journey.
So Cyndi, take us back to that eureka moment when you first realized you had a common everyday problem that needed to be solved and that you would come up with a solution that could become something big.
Sure. I think everybody that does laundry has this problem, either in the washing machine or in the dryer, and that's that their sheets would wad up, right? So sometimes in the washing machine, they'll coil up, they'll turn into like a tornado wad. Sometimes it sends the washer off balance, but most people have a bigger problem in the dryer because the sheets will ball up, sometimes what I call a hostage taker wad, where saggy items get trapped in that fitted sheet, or they'll ball up, one sheet will wrap itself around everything else in the load into a burrito wad and nothing inside dry. So you have to take everything out, unravel it, put it back in the dryer and run it again, and sometimes 2 or 3 times, which was really wasteful and really annoying. And since there has never been a solution to this wasteful and annoying problem on the market ever, anywhere in the world, I tasked myself with creating one.
So you have that eureka moment, but that doesn't mean you're actually going to devote yourself to launching a business. What made you do that? Take it from, oh my God, to, launching the company?
Well, like I said, virtually everybody has this problem that is not just annoying, it wastes so many resources, because the dryer especially is the least efficient energy appliance in the household. So when you have to run the dryer again and again, it costs on average in the United States 60 cents in energy per hour because your sheets aren't dry.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it was my duty, once I figured out how to solve this problem, to share it with the world.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background. I understand you had an advertising career and you actually got an MBA leading up to Wad-Free. You had that career, and then I know you had some personal problems with your husband's health. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the lead up.
Sure. No, I ran my own advertising and graphic design company for almost 20 years, but it was 2005 when my husband developed a brain tumor. And since that time, I had been devoting myself to my family and then raising my kids. As an only living parent, I didn't have any background in product development, engineering, manufacturing, e-commerce, none of it. And I had been out of the workforce for a long time until I took it upon myself to invent a product.
Terrific. So we need to mention one exciting thing that happened along the way, which was Shark Tank. You were on Shark Tank. Well, you tell us about it. When were you on Shark Tank and what happened?
There were a lot of exciting things that happened along the way, but yes, I was on Shark Tank episode 5 of season 13, just this past season. So it aired in November of 2021, and it was incredible. Yeah, I had been watching Shark Tank since the series premiered in, I believe it was 2009. So I had been watching that show, huge fan of the show, never dreaming that one day I would be standing in front of the sharks pitching my product.
Yeah, tell us what it was like. I watched the episode and there was a real catfight between Lori and Kevin over you, wasn't there?
Yes. Yeah. No, it was exactly as you saw it. I mean, obviously it was trimmed down, edited down, but it was like boom, boom, boom. And the sharks were fighting over me, over Wad-Free, and it was incredible. Yes.
Now, you got an offer from Lori and you got an offer from Kevin. And I know Lori wanted more equity than Kevin. He had a different deal that was lower equity. Tell us what was going through your head. What made you ultimately accept Kevin's offer?
Lori wanted too much equity for sure. And Kevin is a phenomenal business person and he has a real passion for sustainability. And that's exactly what Wad-Free is. It's a product that belongs in every single household, every laundry room across America, across the globe, because it has such, I mean, it saves you a lot of time. So laundry day is cut in half, but it also saves so many resources, water, all of the energy that goes into the washing machine and the dryer, because another benefit of Wad-Free that wasn't really described in the show is that with Wad-Free, you can run larger loads and you can run mixed loads, meaning you can run, say you just have one set of sheets to wash, you can put in t-shirts and socks and all those other items. So instead of running 2 loads, you're running 1.
After the Shark Tank episode, you got the deal with Kevin. Was Shark Tank helpful? Did sales grow as a result?
Yes, but honestly, I was on a huge tear even before the episode aired. The Good Housekeeping Cleaning Lab, the Good Housekeeping Institute Cleaning Lab, they tested Wad-Free in their cleaning lab and they called it genius. They wrote about it in their Good Housekeeping magazine. Real Simple did a piece on it. Like the media just got a hold of it and I was already on fire even before the episode aired. And then of course that led right into the holiday season. It's just been incredible.
So tell us what's happened in the business since that time. Do you have staff now? Is it sort of a full-blown company? Like what's happened to it as an organization?
Well, I'd like to think it's a full-blown company all along. But it's not largely changed, honestly. I'm still selling. It's all e-commerce. That's the best path, I think, for this product at this time. I did expand internationally, so Wad-Free is shipping to many countries. And there's another product in the Wad-Free line that will be launching soon.
And as you said, you've also gotten a lot of media attention. Has that been exciting, overwhelming? What's that been like?
No, it's fantastic. People, when they hear about Wad-Free from a trusted source, be that the mass media or word of mouth, there's no hesitation. They're like, I have that problem. There's never been a solution. I need that product. So it's been fantastic.
Now, were you business oriented growing up or science oriented growing up? What was the background that led you to this, discovery?
Science background? No, not necessarily, but I was willing to do and learn whatever I needed to do to bring the product to market. So all the information is so readily available. You just have to be willing to put in the work.
So you're still operating, it's still very entrepreneurial today, but it's grown tremendously. Do you see, looks like today you're speaking to us from a home office. Do you have a separate office you go to? How does the business running?
No, I'm home-based business. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Must be crazy there.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's COVID.
Yeah, got it. So, I'm just curious, to have the confidence to go into the Shark Tank and, achieve that success that you did. Did you ever struggle with believing in yourself growing up? Was that something that, you had to overcome?
Growing up, no, I've been pretty confident when I do something. I mean, I walked into the Shark Tank, as you saw, I had full confidence. Like I felt like I knew the shark. So yes, I had a lot of confidence in the product. And I think I needed that in order to even launch, because honestly, a lot of the people in my inner circle, when I first started talking about Wad-Free, starting a brand new product category that's never, I mean, never existed before, I call the Wad Preventers, because I got to name it. So I had to have a lot of confidence in this product category to launch it. It's not an easy thing to launch a new product category that nobody is looking for, to solve a problem that has never been solved before during the pandemic.
So what did you wish you knew before starting Wad-Free? Are there things you realize now that you wish you knew 2, 3, 4 years ago when you were just starting to develop this idea?
Probably if I knew what I know today, I wouldn't have started it. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours, and it's always something. So glad I didn't know what I didn't know.
Right. So I understand there have been some follow-on products, some other Wad-Free for other things. What can you tell us about that?
Sure. The next product in the Wad-Free line will be Wad-Free for blankets and duvet covers. It's designed to handle those larger, thicker, heavier items, and that will be launching later this year. Fingers crossed, from my website.
So all of your success has happened through online, e-commerce, and I assume you're also selling through Amazon, other places like that?
Amazon, the Walmart marketplace. Yeah.
Terrific. What's the long-term goal for the company? Do you see yourself running this, as far as you can see into the future? Do you eventually want to sell the company? What's your sort of do you have a long-term plan?
Long-term exit plan? No, I think we have a few more million Wad-Frees to get into more laundry rooms across the world. And then I'll think about an exit then, but right now the business is on a huge tear. So I'm sticking with it. Yeah.
That's great. When we come back, we're going to hear a little bit about Cyndi's thoughts on what she would tell future entrepreneurs. But first, a word from our friend Giuseppe Grammatico. Are you tired of working a dead-end job, missing family events, not feeling fulfilled? Giuseppe Grammatico, your franchise guide, is here to help you figure out if a franchise can help you finally achieve financial and time freedom. Giuseppe brings 20 years of experience owning businesses and working with families, business owners, and investors to explore franchise ownership. Would you like a free copy of Giuseppe's book, Franchise Freedom? You could download it at ggthefranchiseguide.com/book. Again, that's ggthefranchiseguide.com/book. Or maybe you're ready to chat to see if Giuseppe can help you on your path. If you are, go to ggthefranchiseguide.com/calendar to start things off. And we're back with Cyndi Bray, the inventor of Wad-Free for bed sheets, and she's working on other products that are exciting new add-ons for her company. I did want to ask you, Cyndi, I understand your company products are all made here in the USA, which you don't hear every day.
Right.
How did that happen?
How did it happen? It was really important to me to manufacture in the United States, and I was really fortunate that I can manufacture just a few miles from my house, and even my materials, my packaging, inserts, everything is based in the US.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Love creating the US jobs.
And you're able to go oversee, take a look at the manufacturing site, make sure everything's up to your standards.
Yep, I can drive over and fill up my car with Wad-Frees.
That's great. Terrific. So we were talking a little bit during the break. There's so many other entrepreneurs out there who probably are watching Shark Tank, seeing your success and thinking, how do I do what Cyndi did? How do I come up with the product? How do I market it? How do I eventually get accepted? And how do I have the success that you had on Shark Tank? What would you tell somebody who is, sort of wanting to hear your story and in terms of how it could help them?
Sure. I think it really starts with the product itself. You have to be real sure that it's a product that you don't just think is cool, but that the market does, that there's a market for your product. And do a lot of testing, do a lot of research. There's a lot of places that you can jump off and fail fast. So I wouldn't necessarily jump full into a massive production run. until you've tested that market. And to get the real true temperature of the market, you're going to want to talk to a lot of strangers.
Mhm.
That's where you'll get the most honest answers, is through strangers.
And were there any big stumbles along the way that you can share? I mean, most entrepreneurs find, some dark nights, dark days along the way. It's not all rosy. Were there any, struggles that particularly stand out to you as things you had to overcome?
Oh gosh, I launched during COVID. So I don't know what it's like during normal times to launch a brand new product category that nobody's looking for, but I've got to believe it's generally a little easier than what I experienced. But every time I came upon an obstacle, I would draw upon my past, and I would look back and see everything that I've done, everything I've overcome, and that nothing has stopped me. And that gave me further confidence that no matter what was thrown my way, I was going to be okay. So
yeah, that's terrific. Well, great story and tremendous success.
Thank you.
I have a couple of quick questions, sort of a lightning round that I like to do at the end, and just ask you a quick few questions. Don't worry, it'll be easy. So the first one is, do you have a mentor or a person you feel like you've learned from along the way who you can cite as sort of an inspiration or guidance?
A person, no. But I'll tell you what, my dad instilled upon me that there was nothing that I couldn't do that I set my mind to. And he was right. So I always draw upon that.
And I know you're super busy with everything that's going on. Do you have any secrets to managing your time?
Secrets to managing my time. I work all the time. So I don't necessarily recommend that. I haven't found that magic to not. I mean, it's a lot, but it's all the time, and you have to love it. You have to really be driven by it, or it would feel. I wouldn't want to do it if it wasn't satisfying.
Great. How about hobbies? Do you have any time for hobbies these days?
My hobbies, let's see. I have to work out every day. So I used to do Ironman triathlons.
Wow.
So I swim, bike, and or run every single day. I have to. Even if I have to get up at 4 a.m. to do it, I'm going to do that 10-mile run.
Incredible. Wow. A lot of energy. And finally, is there any celebrity or famous person who you would call your favorite?
Oh, I have to go with Kevin O'Leary.
Guess that's easy. Yeah, terrific. Well, he is a great force on that show. I think he's great. He cracks me up. How should people learn more about Wad-Free and getting involved with the product or purchase the product? What's the best place for them to go?
Sure, the best place is my website, which is waddfree.com. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of information, videos. You can check out my social channels, Facebook, TikTok. TikTok's where it's at these days. Instagram.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I have a YouTube channel. You can find me.
It's waddfree.com. That's the site?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Waddfree.com.
Great. Well, Cyndi, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. It's great to have you here, and congrats again on all your success.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And I want to thank our producer, Tim Alleman, and our coordinators, Diet Barnett and Daniel Huddleston. And if you enjoyed this podcast, tell your colleagues, friends, and family to subscribe. And please leave us a 5-star review. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us in the rankings. Until next time, make it a great week.